Welcome students. Now I am going to discuss regarding the C++ language. Here I am going to discuss very simple topics on how to write the program, how to write a simple program, and then I'll go with if you want to store a variable, if you want to store the data, how we can do it, okay, and then I'll say tokens, and then I'll go with the data types, and I'll be using the variables. This video contains only these three things. I'll say how to store the data. How we can do it. Okay, I'll be discussing regarding this. Now, here let me introduce here how to write a simple program. C++ program contains the first line as like this. Yeah, the C++ contains the following lines: hash include, hash include IO string. Here dot h is not necessary. The new versions will be using another way. So hash include IO string, and then I need to write here using namespace std. There is no space here, and then I'll write here int main, open, close here. Now I need to give int here according to the new versions. Definitely you should give int. The void is not accepted, and main is a starting program. If I give two slashes like this, it indicates a comment line which will not be considered as a program statement. It is a starting point. Starting point. Every program contains these lines actually, these two statements, and this statement is used whenever we use some cout and cin statements, like cout, cin statements. This is used to give the output, and this is used to some read and input from the keyboard. Here lastly we should write like this: return 0. And here whatever the things, statements we write here in this part, then that will be executed. Okay, now if you want to write a statement, if you want to display any statement, I can use here cout. Cout syntax will be like this: as a cout, two lesser than symbols, double quotes, whatever you write here, close double quotes, give semicolon. Here if you write this statement, then what happens, whatever you write in these double quotes, that will be printed as it is. Let's suppose here I want to write cout welcome to C++ programming. Now if you execute the statement, then you will get like this: welcome to C++ programming. Now let's write the program and let's see. I'll be using here dev C++ as an IDE, integrated development environment. Here now let me create a file new. I need to save this. See, whenever I say file new, I'll get an see again, I'll close it and I'll explain you. File new, source file. Then I'll get an editor where you can type here. Then first it is an untitled 3. Now let's save this first. On desktop, let me create CPP programs. The first program. You should not give any spaces here, or answer like welcome program. welcome PRG. Now as I said you here, I should say like C++ hash include IO stream and using namespace std and this one, right? Now let me type here hash include IO stream dot h using namespace std. Here std indicates the standard, that means it's a namespace where all the input output things are defined, and when you are using namespace here, you should not give .h here. If you are not giving namespace, using namespace std, .h is an old style of doing, but here new style is that IO stream, and everything whatever we want to use regarding input and output statements, they are defined in a namespace called as std. Therefore, to say that we are going to use the std namespace, I should say using namespace std, and then followed with int main. As I said, use the starting point of the program. It's a last statement in the main. Here whatever write, that will be displayed. Cout welcome to C++ programming by SRK. Now at the last I need to give semicolon. Generally in the C++ program, every statement ends with C++. To be more precise, I can say that most of the lines, not every line, most of the lines will be ending with semicolon. That means the main has no semicolon, hash include doesn't have main semicolon, and actually it's a pre-processor. Fine, anyway. Now the open and the close braces doesn't have semicolon. So the statement within the main will have, and some of the statements will not be there. I will be discussing later in the coming videos. Now if you want to compile this, I can say in the execute menu, I can say compile. It compiles, and then you can see a compilation time, how much time it took, and then I can say run. Then you can see whatever the statement I wrote here, welcome to C++ programming, and it's by SRK. Welcome to C++ programming SRK. It's not welcoming only SRK, it is also welcoming you all. Anyway, this is a small program, and you can do in other way, like if you want to compile and run at the same time, I can say compile and run. Then you can see the output here. Welcome to C++ programming SRK. Now after a line, you can see something like there is an output that for a program. After the line, it says the IDE is saying something to us, saying that it is executed. The program took 0.02788 seconds, and the value returned is 0. Fine. What is 0 here? Why should I return a 0? Actually, the 0 indicates that it's a successful execution of the program, and if it's -1, generally it's treated as unsuccessful execution. To whom the 0 will be returned? To the place where from where the main has invoked. Now question comes, who invoked the main? The main has invoked by the operating system. Therefore the return 0, that means 0 will be returned to the operating system, and it indicates that the program has terminated successfully. And this is a first video, and in the next video I will be going to cover how to declare the create some memory, how to store the values, and for that what the basics we need. Thank you. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.